Imagine a world where pain had no remedy, where plagues went unchecked, and healing was shrouded in mystery. Now, picture the unsung heroes who defied time, prejudice, and obscurity to preserve the very essence of medicine. Welcome to a journey through history, not the one you learned in textbooks, but the one written in the shadows by women whose brilliance saved lives, sparked revolutions, and built the foundations of modern healthcare. From ancient apothecaries to battlefield healers, these are the women history forgot. Until now. Buckle up. This story will change how you see medicine forever. Long before laboratories, women were the original chemists. Take Merit-Ptah, 2700 BCE, the world's first recorded female physician in ancient Egypt. While male historians often overshadowed her, hieroglyphs reveal she wasn't just a healer, she was a teacher, training future physicians in remedies that blended science and spirituality. Her legacy: a medical school that thrived for centuries. Then there's Pesishet, another Egyptian trailblazer, who oversaw midwives and surgeons, proving women's leadership in medicine isn't a modern phenomenon, it's ancient history. Venture east to China, and you'll find Bianc, 4th century BCE, a name often misattributed to male scholars. But recent scrolls suggest Bianco as a collective of female healers who mastered acupuncture and pulse diagnosis. Their techniques, once dismissed as folklore, are now pillars of traditional Chinese medicine. These women didn't just mix herbs, they decoded the secrets of the human body, laying groundwork even Hippocrates would later borrow from. And let's not forget the Mediterranean. In Greece, Agnotis, 4th century BCE, risked execution to practice gynecology disguised as a man. When her identity was revealed, the outcry from female patients forced Athens to legalize women in medicine. Her rebellion wasn't just about equality, it was about trust. Patients demanded women's expertise, proving that caregiving and skill have always been intertwined. The Middle Ages weren't just dark, they were dangerous. Enter Trotula of Salerno, 11th century, an Italian physician whose textbooks on women's health were so revolutionary, jealous male scholars later claimed she never existed. But her writings, De Mulierum Passionibus, on women's diseases, survived, detailing everything from childbirth to skincare. Trotula didn't just treat patients, she normalized women's health as science, not superstition. Centuries later, her work was plagiarized, but her name was erased. Meanwhile, in Germany, Hildegard von Bingen, 1098 to 1179, blended faith and fungi. This nun, mystic, and polymath wrote Physica, an encyclopedia of natural medicine, detailing 300 plants, animals, and stones. She prescribed dandelion for heartache and lavender for migraines, remedies still used today. But Hildegard's true genius: she saw the body and soul as one, pioneering holistic medicine in an age obsessed with punishment over healing. But not all heroes worked in convents. Meet Jacoba Felicie, 14th century France, a surgeon banned for practicing without a license, read, without being male. She was fined, threatened, and put on trial. Yet her patients testified she'd saved lives male doctors couldn't. Jacoba's crime: excellence. Her trial transcripts are a chilling reminder. Medicine's history is also a history of silencing women. Fast forward to the 1800s, when Florence Nightingale became a household name. But behind her, a legion of women fought louder battles. Take Rebecca Lee Crumpler, 1864. The first black female doctor in the U.S. during the Civil War. She treated freed slaves abandoned by the system, writing a book of medical discourses to share knowledge with mothers and nurses. In a racist, sexist society, Crumpler didn't just break glass ceilings, she rebuilt the house. Then there's Elizabeth Blackwell, 1849, the first woman to earn a U.S. medical degree. Rejected by 29 schools, she finally enrolled as a joke, only to top her class. Blackwell didn't stop there. She opened a clinic for poor women, co-founded the first U.S. medical school for women, and mentored generations. Her mantra, "If society won't let us in, we'll build our own tables, and they'll be better." And let's talk Anandibai Joshi, 1886, India's first female physician. At 14, she vowed to study medicine after losing her infant son to poor healthcare, facing backlash for sailing to America. Scandalous. She earned her degree in SRE, then returned to open a women's ward. Joshi's life was cut short at 21, but her defiance ignited a movement. Today, over 50% of India's medical students are women, a legacy she seeded. Now, meet the women rewriting medicine today. Françoise Berry-Sinoussi co-discovered HIV in 1983, a breakthrough that led to life-saving antiretrovirals. Yet her Nobel Prize, shared with two men, or Tu Youyou, the Chinese chemist who turned ancient herbal texts into artemisinin, a malaria drug saving millions annually. Her Nobel win in 2015, the first for a Chinese scientist in medicine. These women didn't just make discoveries, they turned history into hope. In war zones, Dr. Catherine Hamlin, 1924 to 2020, spent 60 years in Ethiopia repairing obstetric fistulas, a childbirth injury ostracizing women. She built hospitals, trained surgeons, and restored dignity to 60,000 patients. And Dr. Hawa Abdi, Somalia's Mother Teresa, turned her farm into a hospital and refugee camp amid civil war, saving 90,000 lives. When militants threatened her, she refused to leave, declaring, "I'm a doctor. I stay with my patients." Meanwhile, Katalin Karikó spent decades dismissed for her mRNA research, until it became the backbone of COVID-19 vaccines. Her relentless faith in science saved countless lives, proving that the future of medicine often begins with women the world ignores. These women weren't exceptions, they were inevitabilities. They healed, invented, and led not despite being women, but because they were women. Their stories remind us, medicine isn't just about curing bodies. It's about courage, compassion, and rewriting the rules. So the next time you pop a pill or trust a diagnosis, remember the hands that preserved this knowledge, often against all odds. If this video moved you, don't let their stories fade. Smash that like button to honor their legacy. Subscribe to uncover more hidden history, and ring the bell icon so you never miss a real story of history. Together, let's make sure the next generation knows exactly who to thank. Stay curious, stay kind, and keep healing the world. See you next time.